Today we're talking rocket ships. And I'm not talking about a stock that's just going to the moon, my friends. I'm talking about an actual company that makes rocket ships to rocket things to space. Today we're talking about ASTR. This is a recent merger, SPAC, or whatever you want to call it. Well, the stock is making moves. We're going to talk about it right here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, and today we're talking about a rocket ship going to the moon. And like I said, this is not about Bitcoin or Dogecoin or anything like that. This is actually about a real stock that's being traded on the NASDAQ. The stock ticker symbol that we're talking about today is ASTR, Astra. And you can see the headlines here. Astra stock rises on NASDAQ debut as the space company aims to launch rockets every single day. Okay, hey, we got rockets going to the moon every day. So the shares of the rocket builder started trading on Wednesday. The news came out back in February, but they officially started trading under the ticker symbol ASTR, taking over the Hollis City special purpose acquisition company, Hollis City. So the CEO said here, the same kinds of things you do to make a rocket great are the same behaviors that you have to invest to make a company great. You don't want any inefficiencies. Astra's goal is to launch as many of its 40-foot tall rockets as it can, aiming to reach a daily launch rate by 2025 and drop its 2.5 million price point even further. They're basically going to become like the Uber of rocket ships, launching things to the moon. So, like I said, this is a SPAC merger deal. So it was trading under Hollis City, and now the ticker symbol is ASTR, like I said. So closing the merger with Hollis City nets Astra about $500 million in new capital, which the company plans to use to build out production of its small rockets, expanding its facilities in California, and grow its spacecraft and spaceport business lines. It's crazy. I feel like we're literally living in the future. Like we're watching a movie, like it's Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Trek. You got spaceports and you got spacecraft. So they talk about how Astra has staffed up heavily since deciding to go public, adding new leadership from Apple, Tesla, Blue Origin, and more fun stuff. So Astra CFO Kellen Braren, who joined the company in December, has a background in Silicon Valley companies, including Amazon's chief accounting officer in the late 1990s. Astra, he said, that Astra reminds me of his time at Amazon. I remember standing there and talking with the founder, Jeff Bezos, and him buying every server known to mankind and building these big, huge data centers. They want to be the AWS of space. The company's last launch in December reached space, but the Rocket 3.2 vehicle came just short of orbit. However, the mission gave Astra leadership the confidence that its next launch, Rocket 3.3, can carry paying customers. Kemp said that Rocket 3.3 is in testing currently, with the company remaining on a track to launch the mission this summer. Well, we've got rocket ships going to space, but let's look at the actual stock price going to space as well. You can see this is the weekly candle. This week, the stock price going from $11 up there to $15.75. You can see back when the news came out in February about the merger, you had a big, insane move. It tapered off ever since then, but now with Virgin, with Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos going to space, with Richard Branson going to space, it's a billionaire space race. It used to be about countries going to space, but now it's about billionaires going to space, and well, Astra is getting a nice little pump from all of the space talk. You've got Virgin Galactic stock going up, you've got Amazon, you got all these stocks just booming because of all the space talk, and well, Astra is really benefiting from that as well. Now, if we look here on the daily chart, let's just look at the daily chart, kind of seeing what's going on here. Now, I'm going to say, at the end of the day, like I don't really love to buy stocks after they've went from like $11 to $15. So for me personally, I would be looking for a pullback here at some point here on Astra, but I would definitely be keeping this one on the watch list for a long-term hold, with the idea that this company has big potential to go to the moon. And like I said, not just literally, but literally, it could go to the moon here. And just want to give you guys a little update on this company here, ASTR. It got a gap in the chart as well. I think it's, a little tricky because of the news and all that happening, and you can see the big taper off. But hey, if you guys were loading up on this stock back there in May, back in June, well, congratulations. The stock basically bottomed out there at the $10 area for quite some time before making this big break to the upside here. And you can see all the volume coming in there as well. So a very confident move here, a very, I'd say volatile move as well. Also, looking at the float, it looks like there's about 30 million shares in the float. So it's not a massive float. It's not, 500 million, 300 million shares. There's 30 million shares in the float. And yeah, I wouldn't say there's a massive short interest on this or anything like that. But I do like the fact that, there's less shares in the float. More supply, obviously, leads to less price action. Smaller supply, more demand, the hype, the media, Astra stock, it's going to the moon right now. Let's see what else is going on with Astra. Another article on the NASDAQ as well, talking about the top 5 aerospace stocks to know. And well, that's why we're talking about Astra today. So we got Virgin Galactic, got Astra, we got Lockheed Martin, we've got Raytheon, and we got Northrop Grumman. Now if we go down here and we look at Astra Space, they talk about how the merger happened. For investors, Astra stock was off to a great start in the stock market. They raised $500 million to accelerate growth. The company's business model is building rockets to provide investors with the opportunity to get their hands on the rare opportunity. For this reason, it is not surprising that ASTR stock was met with impressive investor demand. Astra focuses on building cheaper and better rockets, could prove itself to be a needle in the haystack in an industry where it's difficult to be profitable. For investors looking for top aerospace stocks to buy, ASTR could be music to their ears. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying you should go out and buy ASTR, but I would definitely keep this one on the radar and look for some opportunities. And like I said, I'd much rather want to buy ASTR on a bit of a pullback here. It might keep going higher and higher forever, but, I think there will be a pullback here at some point. You can see on the 15-minute chart, getting a little overextended there as well. So we'll look to keep ASTR, on our top kind of watch list and look for this stock the next few weeks, next few months, kind of see where it heads and where it goes. They've got, some stuff planned that'll kind of be catalyst as well for the stock. And I think at the end of the day, if Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson make it to space and, God willing, they make it to space, everything ends up perfect and they're happy, well, this ASTR is only going to benefit and the aerospace market is only going to keep on booming. So there it is, ASTR. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely check it out. This is not a paid advertisement. ASTR is not paying me. This is not financial advice as well. So this is just me letting you guys know about what is going on in the stock market today. Aerospace, it's booming. And well, ASTR is on top of that top 5 aerospace stocks you should definitely check out. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on.